Our office has been keeping track of the number of school threat cases to review for prosecution. Back in 2015 and 2016, the number of cases that our office reviewed was in the single digits. Unfortunately, in 2017, that number easily tripled, and specifically in 2017, our office reviewed approximately 20 plus cases. Unfortunately, in 2018, that number tripled into the 60s. And unfortunately, even in 2019, we still see a significant number of school threat cases pretty similar to what we saw in 2018. Emma is your everyday teenager in high school. She has the same pressures that any teenage girl has nowadays, keeping up with grades, doing all of her homework, hanging out with her friends, so on and so forth. Unfortunately, during the school year in 2018, she was at school just like any other day until it wasn't.
I was a freshman and we were doing a group project, and kind of out of nowhere, one of the guys I was working with just kind of said, oh, like, it would be really funny and like entertaining if like I brought a gun to school tomorrow and like shot kids, and like it'd be really funny to like see people bleed out and die.
Should she have just swept this under the carpet, pretended and as if it was just a joke and moved on with her day, or should she say something about it?
I just kind of said, I don't know why you just said that, but it's not funny, it wasn't called for. And then he kind of started to make fun of me, kind of said like, oh, are you scared, like all this kind of stuff.
You can't take these as a joke, because what may be perceived as a joke to one student might actually be a real veiled threat that the perpetrator might actually see through.
Even before the threat happened, I was really affected by school shootings in general, and it was hard for me to even think about it because I have a little brother, my mom's a teacher, so it was kind of a daily fear that I had.
She, as well as the rest of our community, have just been bombarded with news stories of school shootings for the past several years.
SWAT teams swarming the perimeter, searching the school, then moving inside.
I have the gunshot victim. He's by the entrance on the west side of the school.
I always thought he was just messing around and stuff, but sometimes he did hint at it here and there.
Fired in the school, the STEM school.
Emma specifically had enough of it. She knew that she didn't want to be another statistic. She didn't want to be part of another news story.
So I reported it, and I wanted to stay anonymous, but that didn't work out. I had texted a couple of my friends about it. I told them that I wanted to stay anonymous and to not say anything, but one of them started texting other people, and it spread really fast. This kid found out that it was me. He came back a couple days later and started to confront me about it with another person. They threatened again to come to school with a gun, and they told me they were going to kill me, kill my friends, kill my family.
She went through her own personal hell. She lost her friends, she was ridiculed.
I was alone for a while. During lunch, I would go into the school bathrooms and just cry. Things kind of got worse. I was being tripped and spit on by people. It was really rough for me.
She remained courageous, and she saw this case through, and having every reason to crumble under pressure based off of all of her friends leaving her and whatnot. She had every reason to just sweep this all under the carpet and forget as if it ever happened, and God forbid, we don't know what would have happened after that. But despite everything she went through, she still saw this case through, and she still continued to talk to law enforcement, to get involved in the process, and to even come to court and testify about what had happened.
I am really grateful that it happened to me in a weird way. It's allowed me to, develop a voice to try and speak out about something that I'm passionate about. And It's made me a better person and it's made me stronger.
She knew what she did was right, and despite everything that was happening to her day in and day out at school, she saw this case through. And the most vital thing out of this is to speak up.